memang tak buat apa lah.
Okay student, today we will continue with the next lesson, which is rising food price inflation. Before we begin, let me ask you guys a question. Have any of you noticed that food has become more expensive recently? Maybe your favorite meal costs more than it did last year. Why do you think this is happening? Let's find out together. So first,
Why happened to your lunch? Last time I noticed you got everything on this world, but this time only plain rice and chicken.
Don't remind me of those good old days. The price have gone up so much, so I have to cut a few things out.
Yeah, I have noticed that too. The price at cafeteria really expensive nowadays. Do you know why the reason the food price have rise?
No, but the news is on. Come and let's see what's happening.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Welcome to today's economic update. Today we will be looking at Malaysia's food inflation trends based on two graphs. Food inflation refers to the increase in the prices of food and beverages over time. These changes are important because they directly affect household spending and the overall cost of living. Our first graph highlights Malaysia's monthly food inflation from June 2024 to January 2026. As shown in the chart, food inflation started at 2.06 in June 2024 before falling to 1.6% between July and September, marking the lowest level during that period. However, the trend changed towards the end of the year. Inflation rose steadily to 2.3% in October, 2.6% in November, and reached its peak of 2.7% in December 2024. Moving into 2025, the rate began to ease. Food inflation remained at 2.5% from January to March, before gradually declining to 2.3% in April and 2.1% in both May and June. Although there was a slight increase in August and September, the inflation rate continued to fall and stabilized at 1.5% from October 2025 until January 2026.
Hey, what happening outside? What happened?
Overall, this graph shows that while food prices continue to increase, the pace of price growth became slower over time. This suggests that food inflation became more stable compared to sharp increase recorded at the end of 2024. Let's now move on to the second graph. The second graph presents the latest trend in Malaysia's food inflation. From the chart, food inflation remains stable at approximately 1.5% from October 2025 until January 2026. It then declined further to around 1.3% in February and reached its lowest point of about 1.1% in March. However, the downward trend did not continue. Inflation increased slightly to 1.2% in April before rising again to 1.4% in May.
Okay, let's go.
Although the increase was relatively small, it indicates that food prices are beginning to rise again after several months of slower growth. Looking at the overall trend, food inflation remains much lower than the peak recorded in late 2024. This suggests that food prices are becoming more stable even though some fluctuation continue from month to month. In conclusion, although food inflation has slowed compared to previous years, food prices are still increasing. This continues to affect household spending, especially students, and the overall cost of living in Malaysia. So, let's find out why this is happening through an interview from Haris with a student in University Technology Mara. Okay, thank you Haris. So now we are here at Faculty Accounting in Syurga Tapa to interview some of your students. Okay, so oh hi. So I want to ask a few questions. So how does increase in food price affect you?
It affects me a lot. My daily allowance is still 15 ringgit, but food price keeps increasing nowadays. Sometimes I skip my snacks and drinks within my budget. It's been a while since I last had my ayam gepuk. Oh, ayam gepuk, I love so much. Nowadays, it's more like a special occasion for students.
Oh, that must be challenging. I'm sure many students can relate to your experience. So, in your opinion, why do you think this could happen?
There are two main reasons. Firstly, demand. People need to buy rice, vegetables, and chicken because they are necessary for people. Secondly, it's a plan. It's an import many food from other country. The transportation cost, the price or import cost increase supplier to spend more money and directly and the cost us to the consumer to higher food prices.
Wow, that's actually true. So, what can we do to fix this?
What are you guys doing here? I want to continue our lecture. Come inside.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nasrul.
To fix this, the government and bank negara can step in using what we call contractionary monetary policy. By raising interest rates, they make borrowing money more expensive. This naturally slows down big spending among customers and reduce excessive market demand. On top of that, higher interest rates encourage people to keep their money in the bank to earn better returns on saving rather than spending it immediately. When overall spending slows down, the economy cools down and suppliers are forced to stabilize their price. It takes time, but it's one of the most effective ways to bring general price back down to earth.
Wow, that really sounds like I'm interviewing an economist.
Thank you, Mr. Roberto. Okay, I want to continue our lecture.
Okay, so I think Haras, you have found a good solution for our problem. Let's get back to you. Thank you, Haris. From today's interview, we can see that rising food prices are one of the major contributors to inflation in Malaysia. As the prices of essential goods continue to increase, many people are forced to adjust their spending habits, reduce unnecessary expenses, and budget more carefully. While this situation is challenging, it also reminds us of the importance of making wise financial decisions and staying informed about economic issues. That brings us to the end of today's news. I'm Haras. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.
I just had to let you know you're